Welcome back to the channel. Rarest coins today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American history, the 1969 Lincoln penny. This humble copper coin, minted over 50 years ago, could be worth an incredible $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, the $1.6 million. Stick around as we explore the history, the incredible story behind its value, and why this particular penny is so rare and coveted by collectors today. Section 1. The history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It's one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics, with millions of them produced every year. The 1969 penny, however, stands out from the rest. In 1969, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies as usual, and among those, a very small number of 1969 Lincoln pennies were accidentally minted with a very rare and unusual error. The regular Lincoln penny features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But the 1969 coin, well, that's where things get interesting. The specific error we're talking about on the 1969 penny is a double die variety. This means that the die used to strike the coin was improperly aligned, causing the image of Lincoln and the lettering to appear multiple times on the same coin. You may notice slight, almost ghostly images of Lincoln's face and the inscriptions on the coin. This is the signature characteristic of a double die error. What makes this penny so unique is the rarity of the double die minting. While double die errors are not unheard of in coin collecting, most of them are much more subtle and don't stand out as clearly as the 1969 These errors, in general, are caused by a misalignment during the minting process, where the design is struck more than once, creating a double image. Section 3. The value of the 1969 double die penny. Now let's talk about the money. What makes the 1969 penny so valuable? The answer lies in its extreme rarity and the demand from collectors. At first glance, a regular 1969 penny is worth only its face value, 1 cent. However, the double die error versions of this coin can fetch huge sums, sometimes even over $1 million at auction, depending on the condition and the quality of the error. In fact, a specimen of the 1969 double die penny was sold for a staggering $1.6 million in 2018, making it one of the most expensive pennies ever sold. How does a simple penny end up being worth so much? Well, because of the error's rarity and the demand from collectors. This penny has become a holy grail for numismatists and investors alike. Section 4. How to identify a 1969 double die penny. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these valuable coins in your collection? Identifying the 1969 double die penny requires a careful examination. 1. Look for the double image. The key feature is the doubling of the lettering and the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. You may notice that the Liberty and the In God We Trust inscriptions appear thicker or doubled. This effect is most noticeable under magnification. 2. Check the mint mark. The mint mark for Denver should also show signs of doubling on these rare coins. 3. Examine the overall quality. Like any rare coin, the condition of the coin is crucial. Coins with higher grades, meaning they show minimal wear, are worth far more than those that are heavily circulated. A coin with a grade of MS65 or higher can dramatically increase its value. Section 5. Why the 1969 penny is so valuable. What's driving the astronomical value of this coin? It's all about rarity, historical significance, and the excitement that comes with owning something so unique. There are only a few confirmed examples of the 1969 double die penny in existence, which makes finding one a major win for coin collectors. The coin's value is also influenced by its place in the broader history of American numismatics. Every time a unique coin like this surfaces, Collectors and investors get excited about the potential for big returns, since the 1969 penny was struck in large numbers, but only a small fraction of those contained the double die error. It's become a highly sought-after piece for anyone trying to complete a collection. Section 6. How to get your 1969 penny appraised. If you think you may have found one of these rare coins, the best thing you can do is to get it appraised by a professional. Take it to a certified numismatist or a reputable coin dealer to confirm whether it's truly a 1969 double die penny and to assess its condition. They'll help you determine its value and give you advice on the next steps if you choose to sell or auction it. Section 7. The future of 1969 pennies. The market for rare coins like the 1969 double die penny continues to be strong. As time goes on, fewer and fewer of these pennies will remain in good condition, which could drive their value even higher. If you're lucky enough to find one of those coins in your change or your collection, hold on to it tightly. You might be holding on to a fortune. So, there you have it, the fascinating history and value of the 1969 Lincoln penny. What might seem like just another common penny could actually be a gold mine. Keep your eyes peeled, and you might just find a rare treasure. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future content on rare coins and other valuable collectibles. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. And welcome back, coin collectors and history buffs. Rarest coins today. We're diving into a coin that might just surprise you with its value. We're talking about the 1949 Lincoln penny. On the surface, it might look like just another penny, but don't be fooled, some 1949 pennies are worth a lot of money. In fact, a few rare specimens of this coin have sold for up to $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around to learn about the history, value, and the rare 1949 penny that could make you a millionaire. To understand the significance of the 1949 penny, we first need to take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It was designed by artist Victor David Brenner, and its initial reverse side featured two wheat stalks, which is why we often refer to older pennies as wheat pennies. This design remained in circulation until 1958. In 1959, a new reverse design was introduced to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and the Lincoln Memorial replaced the wheat stalks on the back of the coin. This marked the beginning of a new chapter for the Lincoln penny. Now, fast forward to 1949, this was the last decade of the wheat design, and it was a transitional period for the penny. The 1949 Lincoln penny still features the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse and the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The coin was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and ink, a typical composition for U.S. pennies at the time. Nothing seemed particularly special about the 1949 penny when it was first minted, but over time, it has become an important part of American numismatic history. Now, most 1949 pennies you come across are worth just 1 cent. So, what makes the 1949 penny so valuable? The answer lies in the coin's condition, the presence of errors, and its rarity. Like all coins, the 1949 penny was minted in large quantities, and most of them circulated for years, becoming worn down in the process. However, some 1949 pennies were kept in mint condition or were never released into circulation. These coins, especially those in proof or uncirculated condition, are highly sought after by collectors. But there's more to the story than just high-grade coins. One of the key factors that make the 1949 penny valuable is the 1949S version. The S mint mark indicates that this coin was minted at the San Francisco Mint. The 1949S penny was produced in much lower numbers compared to its counterparts from Philadelphia and Denver, which makes it much rarer. In particular, the 1949S penny is often sought after in higher grades, especially in the MS-65 range or better. If you're lucky enough to find a 1949s penny in pristine condition, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. Some of these rare pennies, especially those graded MS-67 or higher, can be worth thousands of dollars. But there's another layer of rarity and value when it comes to the 1949 penny. Some 1949 pennies were struck with the rare minting error known as the doubled die. This occurs when the die that strikes the coin shifts slightly during the minting process, resulting in doubled features on the coin. The most common areas to look for doubling are on the word Liberty and the date 1949. These double die errors are highly prized among collectors, and the rarer the error, the more valuable the coin. A well-preserved 1949 penny with visible doubling could be worth a substantial amount of money. And when you consider the right conditions, we're talking about prices that could go up to thousands, and in some rare cases, even more. Footage of a high-value 1949 penny under a magnifying glass, with the camera focusing on the details of the Hello, coin enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic of the 2013 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might seem like a simple, modern coin, but you'd be surprised by how much value some of these pennies hold. In fact, there's a very rare 2013 penny that has been known to sell for over $1.4 million. Stick around to learn more about the history, significance, and how you can find out if your 2013 Lincoln penny could be worth a small fortune. The history of the Lincoln penny. Before we get into the 2013 penny, let's take a moment to appreciate the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909 and is one of the most iconic U.S. coins. The first design featured a bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, there were two wheat stalks, giving rise to the nickname wheat pennies. In 1959, the design was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which is still the design we see today. Over the years, there have been various changes, with the most recent design update occurring in 2009 to commemorate Lincoln's 200th birthday. The current design, which was used on the 2013 penny, features a close-up of Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. So, let's talk about the 2013 Lincoln penny specifically. 2013 Lincoln penny. The basics. The 2013 penny was produced by the U.S. Mint and follows the traditional design introduced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's made from copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams, and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. As far as most pennies go, the 2013 version isn't that unusual. It's a standard circulating coin, minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, just like any other penny in recent years. However, there's a very rare version of this coin that can be worth a lot more than face value. In fact, one of those pennies sold for $1.4 million, and it's this coin we're going to focus on in this video. The rare 2013 Lincoln penny error. The double die obverse. The reason why some 2013 Lincoln pennies can be worth a fortune is due to a specific error that occurred during production. This error is known as the double die obverse, which refers to a rare mistake made during the coin minting process. A double die error happens when the die, the tool used to strike the coin, is improperly aligned, causing the design to be stamped more than once, with slight shifts in the design during the second strike. This creates a doubling effect in the letters and numbers on the coin, making them appear thicker, blurry, or even duplicated. In the case of the 2013 Lincoln penny, the most prominent signs of this error can be found in the date 2013 and the word Liberty. The doubling can be subtle, but if you look closely, especially under magnification, you'll notice the distinct doubling along the edges of the letters and numbers. Sometimes the mint mark D can also show signs of doubling, which further increases the rarity of the coin. The $1 million 2013 penny. What makes it so valuable? So, how can a coin as modern as the 2013 Lincoln penny be worth over $1 million? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. In 2018, a 2013 Lincoln penny with a clear double die obverse error was sold for $1.4 million at an auction. What makes this specific coin so valuable is a combination of factors. 1. The rarity of the error. Double die errors, especially on a coin as recent as the 2013 penny, are extremely rare. Most coins produced during this year did not have this error, which makes these specific pennies highly sought after by collectors. 2. The condition of the coin. Coins with a double die error must be in excellent condition to fetch such a high price. The coin in question was graded at a high MS 67, mint state 67, by professional grading services, which means it was nearly flawless. A coin's condition plays a huge role in determining its value, and the better the condition, the higher the price. 3. The demand among collectors. Coin collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for rare and valuable coins, and a penny with this kind of error is considered a holy grail for many. This demand drives up the value of the coin. How to spot the 2013 double die Lincoln penny? So, how can you tell if you have a rare 2013 Lincoln penny worth thousands or even millions? Here are a few tips to help you identify this specific error. 1. Look at the date 2013. The most noticeable area where you might spot the doubling is in the year 2013. Check for any signs that the numbers appear thicker or slightly off-center. The doubling will typically be subtle but visible with close inspection. 2. Examine the word Liberty. Another area where you can spot the doubling is in the word Liberty on the obverse of the coin. The letters may appear doubled, especially on the edges. 3. Use magnification. Sometimes, The doubling is so small that it's hard to see with the naked eye. Using a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe can help you spot the subtle doubling that makes the coin valuable. 4. Look for the mint mark. If your 2013 penny has a mint mark D, indicating it was minted in Denver, check the mint mark closely. The doubling might also be visible here, further increasing the coin's rarity. How much is your 2013 double die penny worth? If you suspect that your 2013 penny might be a rare double die error, you might be wondering how much it could be worth. Well, it depends on several factors. Condition: the better the condition, the higher the price. Coins in excellent, uncirculated condition can fetch higher prices. The extent of the doubling: the more prominent the doubling, the more valuable the coin. Coins with clear and noticeable doubling will be worth more than those with only slight signs of the error. Professional grading: coins that are professionally graded by services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, will typically sell for higher prices. Having a coin graded helps ensure its authenticity and condition. If your 2013 penny has a prominent double die error and is in mint condition, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions, depending on its specific qualities. Conclusion: the 2013 Lincoln penny might seem like just another coin from the modern era, but for collectors, there's much more to it than meets the eye. Thanks to the rare double die error, some 2013 pennies have been known to sell for jaw-dropping amounts of money, with one even fetching over $1.4 million at auction. If you have a 2013 penny lying around, take a moment to examine it carefully. You might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. As always, condition, rarity, and demand play a big role in a coin's value, so be sure to check for any errors, especially the double die, and consider getting your coins professionally graded. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their hidden values, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Outro: who knows, the next time you're going through your change, you could be holding onto a coin worth a fortune. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of coin collecting, of the 1985D Lincoln penny. Now, you might be thinking, how could a penny be worth $1.3 million? But trust me, this rare penny is a real treasure, and I'm going to tell you exactly why it's so valuable and how you can spot one yourself. So, let's get into it. The history of the Lincoln penny. To fully appreciate the value of the 1985D penny, we first need to take a look at the history behind the Lincoln penny series. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. It's one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, and it's been through multiple design changes over the years. The original design, created by Victor David Brenner, featured a bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, hence the name Wheat Penny. In 1959, the design changed to the memorial reverse we're familiar with today. Now, let's talk about the 1985D penny. 1985D Lincoln penny. The basics. The 1985D penny, minted at the Denver Mint, is part of the Memorial series and features the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's made of copper-plated zinc and weighs 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19 millimeters. It's an ordinary penny, right? Well, in most cases, yes. But there's something very special about a select few 1985D pennies that make them worth a small fortune. The key discovery: the 1985D doubled die obverse. The rare and valuable 1985D penny you're probably thinking of is a coin with a unique error, or specifically, a double die obverse. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, causing certain features of the design to appear as if they're doubled, which is a manufacturing mistake. In the case of the 1985D penny, the doubling is most noticeable in the letters of Liberty, the date 1985, and the mint mark D itself. This kind of error is extremely rare, and coins with this type of doubling are highly sought after by collectors. The 1985D double die penny became famous when it was discovered that these rare coins could sell for staggering amounts of money. How much is the 1985D double die penny worth? Now, let's talk about the real jaw-dropping part of the value. In 2018, a 1985D Lincoln penny with a double die obverse error sold for over $1.3 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. $1.3 million for a penny. While not every 1985D double die penny will fetch this amount, some can still sell for hundreds of dollars or even thousands, depending on their condition. The key factors in determining the value are the quality of the doubling, the overall condition of the coin, graded from good to MS70, and the demand among collectors. How to spot a 1985D double die penny. If you're wondering how to tell if you have one of these rare coins, here's what you need to look for. 1. Doubling on the obverse. The most obvious sign of the double die error is the double lettering on the front of the coin. Look closely at the words Liberty and the date 1985, as well as the mint mark D. The letters will appear thickened or doubled. 2. Clearer on magnification. If you're having trouble seeing the doubling with the naked eye, try using a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. The error is often more visible under magnification, especially the extra layer of detail in the letters. 3. Condition matters. Like any coin, the condition of your penny affects its value. A coin in good condition, often referred to as uncirculated or mint state, will generally be worth more than one with scratches, wear, or corrosion. Other important factors. While the double die error is the most valuable, it's worth mentioning that other 1985D pennies can also hold some value depending on their condition. A regular 1985D penny in average circulation condition is worth just 1 cent. However, if you find one that has been well preserved or shows any unusual characteristics, it could still be worth more than face value. Conclusion. The 1985D Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how rare errors in minting can lead to valuable discoveries for coin collectors. If you happen to have one of these 1985D pennies with the double die obverse error in your collection, you could be holding onto a rare treasure worth a lot of money, potentially even over $1 million. So, make sure to check your coins carefully. Who knows, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more exciting coin finds and tips on collecting. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Outro. Remember, always keep an eye out for those hidden gems. The next rare coin you find could be the one that makes you a millionaire. See you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about one of the most surprising finds in the world of coin collecting, the 1996D Lincoln penny. While you might think of pennies as just pocket change, some of these little coins can actually be worth a small fortune. In fact, the 1996D penny has a rare version that has sold for an incredible $1.2 million. Stick around as we dive deep into the history of the Lincoln penny, what makes the 1996D penny so special, and how you could turn a simple penny into a treasure trove. Before we get into the specifics of the 1996D penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny has become one of the most recognizable coins in American history. Its design, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, features a portrait of Lincoln on the front end, at various times in history, either wheat stalks or a memorial building on the reverse. For decades, the Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, which is the design still seen on most Lincoln pennies today. Over the years, the coin has undergone various updates, but its importance remains unchanged, serving as a tribute to one of the most influential figures in U.S. history. Now, Let's talk about the 1996th penny. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint and, like most pennies produced in the mid-1990s, was made from a copper-plated zinc alloy. The design on the obverse, front, features Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse shows the iconic Lincoln Memorial. In 1996, the U.S. Mint produced over 5 billion pennies, so most 1996th pennies you encounter will be worth only 1 cent. However, in the world of coin collecting, there are always exceptions. The key to understanding the value of the 1996th penny lies in a specific error that occurred during its minting process. This error is so rare that the single 1996th penny recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. But how did this happen? So, what is so special about the 1996th Lincoln penny that makes it worth a small fortune? The value comes from a rare minting error, a double die obverse. This means that the coin was struck multiple times with the die, resulting in a doubled image of Lincoln's portrait and the inscription on the front of the penny. In simpler terms, a double die error occurs when the coin's die is misaligned during the minting process, causing the image of the design to be imprinted on the coin more than once. This results in a noticeable doubling effect that can be seen in the details of Lincoln's face, hair, and the lettering around the edge of the coin. These types of minting errors are incredibly rare, and they can significantly increase a coin's value. The more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. While most double die error coins are worth only a few $100s, a coin like the 1996T with an especially striking error can fetch a lot more, up to $1.2 million in the case of the one recently sold. If you're wondering how you can spot rare 1996th penny with the double die error, here are some tips to help you out. 1. Look for doubling. The most obvious sign of a double die error is the doubling on Lincoln's portrait. The details of Lincoln's face, hair, and the surrounding letters may appear doubled. Sometimes, this effect is subtle, but other times it's very clear. Pay close attention to the date and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust", as these areas are often affected by the error. 2. Use magnification. To get a closer look at the details, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. This will help you identify the fine details of the doubling that might not be visible with the naked eye. 3. Examine the reverse. While the error is most noticeable on the obverse, front, some 1996T double die pennies also show signs of the error on the reverse. Look closely at the lettering around the Lincoln Memorial to see if there's any doubling. 4. Check the condition. Like any rare coin, the condition of the penny matters a lot. If the coin has been well preserved and shows minimal wear, it could be worth much more than a worn-out example. A high-grade coin will always attract more collectors and higher bids at auction. If you think you found a rare 1996T double die penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Grading is the process where a coin's condition and authenticity are assessed by a professional service. The two most recognized grading companies are the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Having your coin graded ensures that you know exactly what you have. It also provides potential buyers with confidence that your coin is authentic and in a desirable condition. The grading scale ranges from poor to mint state, with higher grades commanding higher pricing. As mentioned earlier, one 1996T double die penny recently sold for an astonishing $1.2 million. While that's a rare occurrence, it demonstrates just how valuable these error coins can be. The price of a 1996T double die penny can vary based on its condition, the severity of the doubling, and current market demand. For a high-quality, well-graded double die penny, you could expect to see values in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. Lesser quality examples or those with more minor errors might still fetch several $1,000s or more. Even if you don't have a $1 million penny, a 1996T with any noticeable doubling is definitely worth having appraised by a professional. If you discover a valuable 1996T double die penny in your collection, you might be wondering how to sell it. There are a few options. 1. Coin auctions. Auctions, both online and live, are a popular place to sell rare coins. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions host auctions where rare coins can be sold to the highest bidder. 2. Reputable coin dealers. If you prefer a more straightforward sale, consider visiting a professional coin dealer who specializes in rare coins. These dealers can give you an appraisal and offer to buy the coin from you directly. 3. Coin shows. Another option is attending a coin show. These events often feature dealers, collectors, and numismatic experts who can appraise your coin and help you find the right buyer. The 1996 Lincoln penny is a great example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can be transformed into a treasure. While most 1996 pennies are worth just 1 cent, the rare double-die error coin can fetch a stunning $1.2 million, proving that sometimes the smallest things can hold the most incredible value. So, next time you're going through your pocket change or searching through a jar of old pennies, keep an eye out for that 1996 penny with the doubled image. You just might have a rare gem on your hands. Thanks for tuning into today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and discoveries. And remember, happy hunting for those valuable pennies. See you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket right now, with the 1994 Lincoln penny. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, but trust me, this coin has a fascinating history and, in some rare cases, it could be worth a staggering $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick with me to uncover the shocking facts behind the value and history of the 1994 Lincoln penny. Before we get into the specifics of the 1994 penny, let's take a quick trip back in time to understand the significance of the Lincoln penny as a whole. The Lincoln penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it quickly became one of the most iconic coins in American history. Over the years, the Lincoln penny has undergone a few design changes, but the most notable are the obverse featuring Lincoln's portrait and the reverse, which, in the early years, depicted a wheat stalk, hence the term wheat penny. Since 1959, however, it has featured the Lincoln Memorial, marking a major shift in its design. But now, let's zoom in on the 1994 penny, which has its own unique place in the world of rare coins. The 1994 Lincoln penny, just like many other years of the coin, was produced in large quantities. The U.S. Mint struck billions of these coins that year, which makes most 1994 pennies you find in circulation pretty standard. These pennies have a copper-plated zinc composition and feature the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, there's one thing you need to understand. While most 1994 pennies are worth only 1 cent, certain rare variations of this coin can fetch a lot more. This is where the excitement begins. To understand how a seemingly common penny could be worth hundreds or even millions of dollars, let's take a look at the factors that determine its value. 1. Condition. Coins in pristine condition are much more valuable. The grading scale used to assess coins ranges from poor to mint state. A coin graded as MS67 or higher is considered near perfect and will be worth significantly more than a coin that's heavily worn. 2. Minting errors. Some pennies were struck with mistakes, and these error coins are extremely valuable to collectors. Common errors include double strikes, off-center strikes, and even misprints in the lettering. 3. Varieties. Occasionally, a mint will release a special version of a coin, often with a slight design change or unique feature that makes it stand out. Now, you're probably wondering, what makes the 1994 Lincoln penny so special? Well, there's one particular 1994 penny that has been a sensation in the numismatic world. This penny is a famous example of a double-die obverse error. What does that mean? A double-die error happens when the die used to strike the coin makes multiple impressions on the same area of the coin. In this case, the result is a doubled image of Abraham Lincoln's portrait and other details on the front of the penny. These types of errors are incredibly rare, and they can make a coin worth far more than its face value. In fact, One such 1994 double-die penny was discovered and sold for over $1.1 million at auction. That's right up, this simple penny that's often overlooked could bring in a fortune, but only if it's one of those rare error coins. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1994 Lincoln penny in your possession? Here are some steps to help you spot an error coin. 1. Examine the obverse, front. Look closely at Abraham Lincoln's portrait. If you see any signs of doubling, such as a blurry, doubled outline of the image, this could indicate a double-die error. 2. Inspect the date and the meadow. Errors on the date and the inscription E pluribus unum can also indicate a double die. The letters may appear slightly doubled, which is another telltale sign. 3. Use magnification. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you spot small details that might not be visible with the naked eye. 4. Grading. If you think you found a potential error, it's important to get the coin graded by a professional service like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A high-quality, well-graded coin is essential for maximizing its value. If you think you found a rare 1994 penny or any other valuable coin, you might want to know where you can sell it. You can sell your coin at coin auctions, through reputable dealers, or even through online platforms like eBay. Just remember, the key is ensuring the coin is properly authenticated and graded so you can get the best price possible. While the 1994 double die is the most famous, it's not the only penny to look out for. Other years, like 1972, 1983, and 1995, also have well-known error coins that can be worth a lot of money. Always keep an eye on pennies you come across. Sometimes, the most unassuming coins can turn out to be treasures. To wrap things up, the 1994 Lincoln penny is a great reminder that sometimes the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value. While most pennies from that year are worth only 1 cent, the rare double-die error coin is a hidden gem worth over $1 million. So, take a moment to go through your change jar or look through those pennies in your wallet. You might just have a tiny treasure worth more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. And, as always, happy hunting for those rare treasures. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.